Engines roar, tires scream, and split-second choices spiral into chaos. Tonight, you'll see a Tampa street takeover shattered by flashing lights, an Arkansas Acura spun into concrete, and a ghost-painted Range Rover cornered after a wild chase. This is raw, unfiltered police dash cam adrenaline. Hit subscribe now before we roll. "5:36 a.m., Interstate 40, Arkansas. Trooper Foltz spots a Nissan Altima flying 87 in a 65 zone. And let's be honest, when it's a Nissan Altima, that's not speeding. That's just the factory setting. Dude named John Black behind the wheel. And it's always a John. America's out here arguing about who's going to run the country in 2025, but John's running from the cops at sunrise. Trooper Foltz hits the sirens. Altima says nah and rockets to 137 mph. That's not a chase, that's Elon Musk beta testing autopilot. Trucks swerving, lights flashing. This is less law enforcement and more Fast and Furious. Arkansas drift. Finally, Foltz goes pit maneuver. Boom. The Altima spins out like a senator dodging climate change questions. After the crash, Trooper Foltz yells commands. John Black and his two female passengers surrender hands up. No drama, no Florida energy. The car's wrecked, the chase is over, and America wakes up to another story where the only thing more predictable than cops chasing a Nissan is Congress failing to chase common sense. On the night of May 21st, 2020, a black Acura MDX tore down I-430, leaving a trail of flashing red and blue in its wake. Trooper Fricky took over as lead, closing the gap with every yard. The driver might have believed speed was his ticket to freedom, but one small mistake, and this game would end in a way he never imagined.
Bodycam, sending that up to 6:30 all right. Continuing Bodycam, send us to John's call.
A clean pit spins the Acura sideways, slamming it into a concrete wall before it falls silent. Devontae Jones bails out, sprinting a few steps as if hope still existed. But patrol lights seal off every escape. Seconds later, any dream of freedom vanishes with the cold snap of handcuffs locking shut. 12:40 a.m., Interstate 40, Arkansas. Officer Hunter Schwantz spots a white Chevy Malibu flying down the highway. No signals, just vibes. Because in America, turn signals are optional, like healthcare. The guy's name, Charles T. Glover. And when your middle initial shows up in a police report, you're not going to brunch, you're going to jail. First pit attempt, Officer Schwantz nudges the Malibu's bumper, and for a moment it wobbles, then just keeps going. That's right, the car shook it off like Congress shaking off ethics investigations. It's the police version of, did I do that? Meanwhile, Charles Glover's behind the wheel thinking he's auditioning for Fast and Furious 12, Welfare Check Edition. Cops rush in, guns out, commands loud. Charles T. Glover surrenders. In surprise, they find an open Hennessy on the floor, fake plates on the car. Classic America, drunk driving with a side hustle and fraud. The passenger walks free, but Charles, he gets a one-way ticket to county jail, where the only chase left is between inmates and the commissary snacks.
On your face! Hands stretched out!
November 8th, 2024, Tampa, Florida. Midnight at University Plaza. A car meet turns into chaos faster than a Florida election recount. Police chargers rush in, cars scatter like TikTok teens when the Wi-Fi dies. Florida Highway Patrol joins Tampa PD because apparently nothing says Friday night fun like donuts in a parking lot, unless you count Florida politicians doing donuts around actual laws. Amid the chaos, FHP zeroes in on a white sedan trying to bolt. Sirens everywhere, radios buzzing. It's like NASCAR with probation officers. At 110, the trooper pulls off a clean pit maneuver, sending the sedan spinning into the curb. Airbags deploy like Congress excuses, sudden, loud, and absolutely useless.
Put your f***ing hands up! Put your f***ing hands up!
Okay, we're good.
Don't fucking move. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground. On the ground.
1553, go ahead.
Okay. Delta Sierra Romeo 27
Cops swarm the wreck, guns drawn yelling, "Put your hands up." And the suspects? They comply instantly, faster than Republicans backing away from climate change questions. One woman in cuffs, the scene locked down. Florida delivers again, a night where you risk jail time just for doing donuts, and not the Krispy Kreme kind.
Radio's not working, where are you?
Before you guys have 1202 51 down here.
Open the door! Put your hands up!
Gaithersburg, Maryland, May 20th, 2023, 5 a.m. A man asleep in his car, a gun resting neatly on his lap. Officers approach, an open door to walk away clean. But he stays silent, and in a moment this morning will pivot into a deadly curve.
Hands up! Keep your right hand up! Watch my right hand.
Hey man, put the gun down. Put the gun down. What? Put the gun down.
Unlock the door and put your hands on the steering wheel. No, no.
It's your turn, Ted. It's in the car.
Let me see your hands. Put it in drive. Put it in drive. Police.
Hey, move that car up here.
Put the car against us. Put the car. Hey, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
The car creeps forward, testing the patience of every officer there. Kill the engine, roll down the window, hands up, and it's over. But no, Lawrence presses the gas, charging into a road he doesn't realize has no way back.
Put your hands up! Open the door! Open the door! Put your hands up! Put your hands Push it in!
The Infinity rockets onto I-270, turning dawn into a stage for disaster. Every passing second, speed devours reason. A game where the prize can only be a crash, and that prize is closing in fast.
Subject on for the handgun. Ram Cruiser, DUI. Correct. Armed with handgun, rammed cruisers, and his DUI at 519.
Dispatch calls out locations like a race commentator, but here, there's no checkered flag. Had he stopped at Montrose, it ends with a ticket. Instead, he keeps going, spinning the wheels straight into chaos.
Detailed though, I was sure we could get a helicopter here. Direct requesting helicopter at 520.
Tag. We're approaching Montgomery Ave.
Approaching Montgomery Ave. Well behind us, girl, take off.
Sirens and engines, an orchestra of danger. Then, impact. In a heartbeat, every choice he made shatters along with the glass. There's no undo button now.
Crash, crash, crash. Let me see your fucking ass!
Delta 10, I believe they switched over to the air.
Crash, crash, crash. Let me see your fucking hands!
Let me see your hands. But he's motionless, thrown from the car, lying cold on the asphalt. A morning that should have been a welfare check ends as a fatal scene on I-270. July 25th, 10:22 p.m., deep in rural Arkansas. Trooper Elliott jumps into a chase like he's clocking into overtime at NASCAR. A dark pickup's flying down a two-lane road at 80 miles an hour, trees on both sides, and no streetlights. It's basically the American dream. Freedom, danger, and absolutely no healthcare plan if you crashed. First pit attempt, 70 miles per hour, the truck spins and just keeps going. Like a politician caught in a scandal. Wobble a little, then right back on track. Elliot's pushing 100 miles per hour through dark country roads, while the suspect's using turn signals like a TikTok dance move. Folks, this is Arkansas at night. Dangerous, confusing, and sponsored by Hennessy. Final pit. The truck plows straight into a house because nothing says end of chase like free home demolition at 5 a.m. Dust everywhere, cops screaming, "Get on your face!" And the driver? Arrested on the spot. Honestly, only in America do you outrun 3 police pit maneuvers, survive a house crash, and still get read your rights before your mugshot.
Fucking truck! Get on your face! Get on your fucking face! Put your hands behind your back!